Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your reading for love and relationships for the month of July. This is a general reading meant for the collective and not intended to give individual messages as you might expect in a personal reading. But if you do connect, please give us a thumbs up, and I always welcome new subscribers. When I mention astrological houses, that will be based on having Gemini as your rising sign. So if you have a different rising sign, you'll want to probably read that or watch that reading as well for a fuller picture. But this is meant for all Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, as well as Aquarius rising. This is going to be a 3-card spread. I'll pull other cards for clarification, and at the end I'll pull a card from the Spirit Allies deck. This first card will represent what you want in a relationship. So let's see what is happening in the month of July. And you are the High Priestess, Gemini. That is very interesting. Very, very intuitive. We've got a really strong connection with the divine right now. This is ruled by the moon. And the moon rules Cancer. So in a way, it's Cancer energy as well, but very intuitive energy. You may have Cancer placement, or a moon in Cancer would be a strong relationship to this card. You want, we'll clarify, but this means that you want a relationship that feels instinctively, where you feel like the two of you are meant for each other, like it's destiny, it's meant to be, where you can almost read each other's minds. Relying on that too much, of course, is unhealthy, because communication is important, not just telepathy. But yes, you want something that was meant to be. Let's find out more. And we're in Gemini, we're in Cancer season right now. So it could be that this is something that's going to happen just in the next few weeks during Cancer season. And that it is a message from Spirit, that it is coming towards you. We'll find out when we clarify. But let's look at what your person, either your future person, or one you just met, or one you're in an established relationship with. Let's see what they want in a relationship. And they want, the 5 of Pentacles is affecting them very much. They want assistance. They need assistance. They don't even realize it. And they're not looking... They're looking away from an offer of Pentacles from Spirit. They're looking away from this offer from Spirit. They're looking at you, and what they don't realize is you are Spirit. You are what Spirit is sending them. Boy, this is going to be an interesting reading. And then let's look at the future for the two of you. Notice the blues and purples here. So this very, very centered on your higher consciousness, the colors of energy, like third eye energy, crown chakra energy, very connected to Spirit. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles, sunny, happy, material security. Okay, now I want to emphasize that I'm not looking at this if your person or you, I don't want this to look like it's representing a codependent relationship between someone with a Messiah complex and someone who plays victim and wants to be saved all the time. So we're gonna approach this from higher vibrations, higher frequencies, and assume that this is a temporary situation with your person. But let's clarify with you first. High Priestess, what you want in a relationship is one that is very tuned in with the universe, that you feel like it's divinely inspired, meant to be. And let's clarify that. Let me cut again. And by the way, Pentacles are earth energy. The 6 of Pentacles is ruled by the moon in Taurus. The moon represents intuition. The moon is the ruler of Cancer. Moon, ruler of Cancer there. Okay. And it looks like they're in moonlight to me. Okay. Clarification, please. The Emperor. Wow. 2 major arcanas in what you want. The Emperor is the divine masculine. Not only do you want a relationship that to you feels instinctive and divinely inspired, you want someone who is also very much in tune. And Gemini, you must have some strong water placements. Water placements are about subconscious, intuitive connections, love, romance, emotion. Water signs would be Cancer, of course, and then Scorpio or Pisces, any of those. Now, the Emperor is ruled by Aries, taking action. And he's second only to the Magician. And by the way, no gender assignments here. It could be either or. But the Emperor is second only to the Magician when it comes to manifesting. So this person takes the divine energy, the divine inspiration, and can bring it into reality, can realize it. So it's not like you're totally impractical. You're very intelligent, Gemini. You're very expressive, but I get the feeling you've got some strong, that this reading is meant for those of you with strong water placements or water sign rising. Okay, let's get more clarification here. The Emperor, 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords. Making a choice. You want to make the right choice, but you're confused. There's some negative energy connected to why you can't make the right choice. Either some anxiety, some resentment about a past obligation, a past commitment, resentment toward that, fear of breaking away from that. But there's some truth that is not evident to you right now. You don't see it clearly. And so you're confused and you're having trouble making a choice. Why? 8 of Wands. Okay, but okay, you know what? We just had a Mercury Cassimi. Mercury was aligned with the Sun very tightly, a very tight conjunction. And during that time is when we all have a very heightened sense of our heightened subconscious connection and intuitive messages. I think you might have been blind in the past to something, and that the Mercury Cassimi, which happened in Cancer, by the way, on June 30th, the moon rules Cancer. And also the full moon. And where was your full moon? Oh, and by the way, Cancer is your second house of self-worth, values, priorities. It can also be your job, your work, but it's very much your self-worth and values. I think you got some intuitive messages that's something that is valuable to you, some approach to life, some principle, some truth, is not aligned with your current situation. And that's creating the anxiety, the resentment toward feeling like it may be difficult to choose, but you got a lot of messages. The 8 of Wands represents a lot of quick messages. And Gemini, you're the represented by the planet of communication. You are a master communicator. You're very expressive. You're very social, and you're very independent. So the fact that you're confused, you don't like that. You feel like it's tying you to something that you don't understand, because you got all these messages about something hidden. And then the full moon that happened in your 8th house of mysteries and inner depths illuminated some of those for you. Let's get some more clarification over here now for your person that's coming towards you or that you're involved with now. I'm going to keep this card out where I can see it clearly, because this is going to connect. I have a strong feeling it's going to connect with this over here. It's already connected very much with this. You want to manifest. You want to bring into reality a relationship that you feel is destined, and you've got a strong will to do so. You either want the help of your person in doing that because you feel confused, and all of these insights that you received on June 30th and July 3rd are affecting this feeling right here. I think you got so many. I think your intuition really kicked into high gear. Yeah, because it happened in your 8th house, inner depths and mysteries. Okay, let's move on. Clarification for your person. What do they want in a relationship? Now, the 5 of Pentacles represents someone who has suffered some kind of loss or misfortune, and they're in a mentality of lack. They are focusing on, it's sort of a woe is me type energy. I'll never regain what I lost. There's no hope for me. They also have a person with them, and it could be a child. Maybe your person is going to have a child that is in their life right now. Or maybe the two of you have a child together, but they are feeling very insecure right now. And although there is help for them in terms of the divine is offering them hope and inspiration and material security, they're not looking at it. They don't even notice it. They're so convinced. And I'm feeling like they're blaming someone else. And they're sort of victimizing themselves and say, they did this to me. They took something from me. They either took my emotional security or my material security, pentacles or material security. And I'll never have that much again. But it's very depressive. It's a very low vibrational, low frequency energy. And sending that out to the universe just brings that back to you. The universe is confused now. Well, we think you want the security. You want that to return to your life, but we can't tell because all you're sending to us are these sad, depressed vibrations right now. You're not looking on what can be done or can be offered. You're just looking at what you lost and blaming this person over here, and probably blaming themselves too, but a lot of blame is going to this other person. Let's clarify. Why do we have this negative energy in Gemini's person? Well, they're in a state of suspension. Their life has been sort of put on hold because of what they lost. Okay, now it looks like they've got a positive energy here. This is major arcana. You had major arcana there and major arcana here. You've got 3 major arcana cards out of a total of, what, 7? That's almost half. That's way more than you would have by chance. But that means this energy here will have a stronger and more long-lasting effect on your cycle, what you're moving through right now, than will these cards. These cards are more July and before and after a little bit, sort of what transpires in the day-to-day. But right now, your person, the Hanged Man is represented by Neptune. And Neptune right now is in your 10th house if you're Aquarius rising. Your 10th house is your reputation, your status, your career, your structure. So it could be that this person, if it's someone in your life right now, they feel like whatever has happened, it's shaken your foundation, your structure. And maybe shaken since this is Pentacles, about work and material security, they're waiting to see. They're in a waiting period. They're introspecting. They're reflecting on things. They've also gotten some insight and some messages. This person coming towards you, or person you're with now. And they are using that information to stop and consider. Everything is sort of on hold for them. They're not sure how things are going to progress. So I don't feel like they're stuck in this energy at all. This is major, this is minor. This initiated this. So temporarily they felt like this, but they quickly got into, okay, then let's examine the situation. Let's sort of slow everything down, put things on hold. Let's examine. More clarification, please. Let's think, let's dig deep. And Neptune is in retrograde right now, along with the parent planet, Saturn. Parent is the parents keep us in line. That's what Saturn does. It sort of restricts us. So between Neptune and Saturn going retrograde in your 10th house of status and structure and legacy and your goals, that's really making them slow down, retrograde, even looking backwards, looking at recent events. Yes, looking backwards. Seven of Pentacles. Boy, the sevens are about stopping, reflecting, looking to see, do I want to continue? I've had success up to here. Do I want to continue with the way I've been going? Or is there something I need to leave behind? And do you see the moon up there? Reflecting, the reflection. Now, a new moon, new moon represents looking at what you've manifested, what you've made real, what you've brought into reality. And that's what this person is doing. I planted the seed. It's grown like this. Do I want to keep watering it the way I've been watering it, nurturing the plant the way I've been nurturing it? Should I tweak something, let something go? And that's what you did in the full moon, and what your person also did. They looked at what needed to be let go. So they're very much in a review, a life review, or a relationship review mode. I think it's the life review. That's what's going on with your person. So they're sort of in a holding pattern at this time. Yeah, they're examining their mistakes. This can mean that you're stuck crying over spilled milk, but I don't get that energy at all. I think this is your person's more major energy right now. And this is not a bad energy. It's simply, I'm willing to look at things in a totally different way now. They're being very open-minded. This is card, this card is like a halfway point, little past the halfway point of the major arcana, where the Fool is learning different lessons and stopping to take stock. And that's exactly what's going on here. Yes, there was a loss, but now they're trying to figure out why. And it didn't feel good at the time. And yes, they made some mistakes. This is a card of crying over spilled milks. And they may have been, we all do this. When we make mistakes, we indulge ourselves in a little pity party. Oh my gosh, why did I do that? And they got lost in that for a little bit, but they've quickly pulled back over here. This is where they are, even on a day-to-day basis. They're deep into examining and looking at things from all angles. But they have made mistakes. They've acknowledged that. They've acknowledged it in their reflection, their introspection, and they do want to move forward. And that's what you're hoping for in either this relationship that's been established. I think your person is usually this energy here, the Emperor, and they are very action-oriented. But I also think that you're very accepting. You realize your own intuition is telling you that at this point in your relationship, or if you meet the person who is at this stage in their life, that you need to go slowly and listen to intuitive messages about how to work with them in this holding pattern. Because all lives are like that, up and down and plateaus, and up and down and plateaus. And they're at a plateau right now. They've made their mistakes. They're examining them. They lost something. They felt bad for a while, but now and you appreciate that, Gemini, because you are intellectual. You're intelligent. So you appreciate the fact that they're doing that and digging deep and trying to find out what they want to do, what's going to work for both of you in the future. Six of Pentacles, this is your outcome or possible outcome, your future of your relationship. And this is material security, abundance. Abundance enough that you feel secure. The two of you feel secure materially, in terms of finances, investments, property. But material resources can include people that support you in life, but you are secure enough that you can be generous and giving and sharing with your resources. So this is a very positive outcome. Everything is going to come together, fall together. Your Leo and your Venus, I mean your Mars and your Venus, and that's like the masculine passion and feminine passion, are both in Leo right now, which is very fiery and excitable. So your relationship may feel, I don't want to say unstable, but it's not the usual comfortable day-to-day type thing, the mundane. And yet the Six of Pentacles here is giving you that security. Leo is your third house if you're Gemini rising, and that's communication. Okay, so the two of you are communicating right now. You're communicating very well. That's why both of you are able to reflect, stay in touch with your intuitive nudges, your gut feelings about the relationship. That's what's going on. Okay, you're communicating very well. Mars and Venus and Leo, third house, communication. And Gemini, that's your strong point anyway. You're always going to be a good communicator. I shouldn't say always. No such thing. Let's get some enlightenment here, some clarification. And we have the Three of Pentacles. Yes, you are both rebuilding. You're rebuilding. You're not novices at this. You know what makes relationship work. And that's why you're being so good for each other right here. That's why your person got out of this negative energy so quickly, so smoothly, and was able to focus again. And that's why you're able to be supportive in this whole cycle. You're both very in tune with each other, very in tune with each other. You know what works. That's what the Three of Pentacles. And you're using it for success. You're good at it. You built up some skills. You have some good relationship skills between the two of you. And it's going to lead to the Nine of Cups. Great emotional fulfillment and satisfaction and happiness. It's leading you toward the Nine of Cups. And I feel that ultimately you would have the Ten of Cups out here. But I'm going to leave this reading at this. So you're on a good track. You're having a rough spell right now. But you're doing what you need to do. You're doing what's good for both of you. Or will be good for both of you. And you're headed toward this. You're using your skills very wisely. I get a lot of wisdom from this card. I also get the feeling it's not like you've been together for 20 years or so, but you've been together long enough that you know each other, and you're using that for the best of both of you. You're good at it. Both of you are. A very successful relationship here. Okay, well, let's pull you a card from the Spirit Allies Oracle deck here and see if they've got any last words of wisdom for you. And that would be, they've given you Lakshani. Lakshani looks like a goddess that I'm not familiar with. Let's see, she's number 7. Number 7. Okay, Lakshani. Abundance can be found everywhere in life. Yes, because your person knows that. They may feel like they lost abundance. They made mistakes which cost them abundance. But in these two cards that represent that reflection, that self-knowledge and knowledge about the situation revealed, they realize that abundance is still out there. And there it is. Material abundance, emotional abundance. So you're both wise for your years. I think you're old souls. That's what I think. Yeah, you're both old souls. All this major arcana here. Knowing what to do with your skills. I'm happy for you, and I'm confident that things are going to work out. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me for this reading, Gemini, and I hope you do again. I hope it was beneficial for you.